What should I do? Should I start over? Okay, it's all good. Hi, I'm JuicyJones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters. Welcome to VapeAM. This is the first episode of 2017. So today, all we're really going to do is wake up, have a vape, chat with all you guys, see who's in chat, maybe re-wick a couple of things, test some juices, and talk about the stuff that's going in and what happened this year. It's VapeAM 2017. Happy New Year! Wow. That's my intro. I guess what I'm going to do is cut off all that horrible stuff at the beginning that was all doubled up. So I hope all y'all are having a great one. Hey, Jim Bucktration, Steve, Andrew, Peter, Bob, everyone else. Thank you guys so much for helping with the audio too. Without you guys, I wouldn't have any show at all. So you guys are awesome. The dog's back from the vet and she's doing okay. I know you guys who looked at my Instagram yesterday saw that poor little puppy. She was peeing blood. So anyway, we took her to the vet and they ended up giving her some antibiotics and they're doing a culture. And I think she just has a little tiny like bladder infection. Poor thing. She's not in any pain. She's not acting weird. So that's all great. And thanks everyone who loves my dog. She's so cute. And in case you guys are interested, I'm wearing my Wimps sweatshirt today. Wimps is the best band you never heard of, which is awesome. And I'm just hanging out in our house here in Orbital Vaping Headquarters because I'm going to put on my thing. It is cold as hell in Seattle. I walked up to Beyond Vape yesterday and it was like 31 degrees when I went up there. And I went to see my friend Erwin, who on Instagram, he has a new Instagram name. And I want to tell you guys what it is because he's awesome. But my buddy Erwin, who works at Beyond Vape, he's about to make a big change and move, but we were just hanging out, having a great time. And he gave me this muff cake by the Steam Factory. And I want to know if any of you have ever heard of this. You tell me if you heard of this. It's good. And also, I want to know if you guys ever heard of lifted liquids. Because, as I may have told you guys, I got a bunch of lifted liquids. And I'm trying to do shorter reviews of them. But I've been reviewing them on Instagram Live. And so if you tune into my Instagram, JuicyJones HQ, you'll know that I often review those things on there. And I've talked about them before. There he is. Oh, it's Ohm Runnin. OHMRUNNIN. So please go follow him there. He's only got 50 followers or so. But this is because this is his second account. So he broke off his personal account and now he's making a vape account. So follow my friend Ohm Runnin and I'll tag him later. And anyway, he and I were hanging out, talking about what I'm going to put on my Conqueror Mini. Jim Bucktration says he's wearing a smile because he's got that polished brass feeling, and that's awesome. I think that's great. And good morning to everybody. Let me see if my chat is caught up. Everybody, tell me what you're vaping on, and shout out and tell everyone where you are too, because that's fun. We've been doing that on Instagram. So, one of the cool things that's going on is that Coilmaster is sending some stuff. And pretty soon here, like really soon, Coilmaster is gonna have a Monstruto and a builder kit here for me. So that's really cool. I'm gonna get to show all that stuff off to you. And have you guys heard of the Monstruto? It's a little kind of a clear base UFO looking atomizer that's supposed to be kind of a flavor chaser atomizer. It's not going to be a super high air one. I'm extremely excited because it's my style. And I'm just so stoked because I love Coilmaster and I've always wanted them to be part of this channel. So maybe I'll put a logo on here or something. I don't know. But they're really great. And we'll start doing building stuff together. All of us. What do you guys think about that? And also, the peeps over at Heaven Gifts are going to send... what are they sending? They're sending a Conqueror Mini, which from Watofo, which is really cool because you guys know how much I like Watofo. And so I think that's great. I got a lot of Watofo stuff I've bought. It's the first thing anyone's ever sent me. And also they're going to send the Maxo, the iJoy Maxo. How many of you guys have heard about that? And in the chat, you guys just shout out and tell me, because I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that Maxo except use it as a desk piece. Andrew is from Ohio, vaping on his X-Cube with the Tsunami 24. Heck yeah. Oh, you're trying the Geek Vape pre-made aliens. That's great. I want you to tell me what you think about those. I'm very curious. I just used for a long time a whole set of Geek Vape frame stapled aliens that we did. and they were quite good, and they lasted a long time. In fact, they're still here. I took them out of my goon and I put them into a little silicone container, and I'm going to put them back. I've taken those out and cleaned them a couple of times. So Geek Vape, those framed staples are good. Steven's from Scotland, vaping on Blue Wolf by a stare on his Noisy Cricket V2. Yeah, Steven in the Noisy Cricket V2 club. Indispensable. I love this thing. How many of y'all saw the best of 2016 that I did? Well, I've been proven to be completely discredited because I didn't vote for the OBS engine as the greatest atomizer of the year. Unfortunately, I got some comments, telling me clearly that I'm crazy, and I don't think I'm crazy. I think I went into a lot of detail about why I didn't pick the engine as the number one and what I like about it, like everything about the engine, except for, to me, the looks, and which is important, and the flavor is great, and it just isn't as good a flavor as the other ones. To me, that's the reason why I didn't get best. And you'll notice I didn't do a top 5. I just did my favorites and everything else. So I'm not ranking here. I'm telling you what I think, and then I acknowledge that there's other ways to think. So Jim Bucktrations thinks the Maxo is great, so I'm going to check it out. It's going to be here probably right before the Chinese New Year. So that's good. Oh, it also runs on 2. I didn't know that. And Jim Bucktrations, aren't you the one who told me that it runs 2 batteries in parallel, or that it's 2 series batteries in parallel to get the battery life? Just remind me how that works. I'm going to get it soon. Obviously, I'll get the manual, but I always learn from all you guys how stuff works too, because you guys are great. Your father. Hey, what's up, my friend? Your father, a friend from Instagram, who's really cool. He's vaping on Ramune Pop. Oh, how is that Ramune Pop? I sent them a note saying, send me some stuff. And they sent me a note back saying, why don't you buy it? I'm like, because I don't know, because there's a lot of juice in the world. And so I want you to tell me what it is. And tell everyone what the flavor profile too is, because I kind of remember, but I barely remember. I was interested though. It's really great to see everybody. So Andrew Piper says he actually found my channel because of those coils. Yeah, 0.08. See, now he's talking about resistances. Yeah, that's so funny because mine are actually 0.08 too, and they fire on the Noisy Cricket too, and they fire on all the mods that'll fire on 0.08. They won't fire on any mods that won't. So you really have to watch that. It's true; those are low as a mofo, and quite honestly, just in my opinion, the staggered stapled fused Claptons that I had. I think that's what they were called. And I know the names are weird, but I'm just trying to identify the actual product I bought from them. The staggered stapled fused Claptons. Not that I bought. What am I saying? That Vapor & Co. sent to review. Thank you, Vapor & Co. Well, I don't know why I said that. The actual product I got, I thought that the flavor wasn't super great. I think I'd have preferred Aliens, but I loved how durable they were. They were easy to install. They were not super expensive. I'd rather give my money to a regular person like Yeti's uncle. That's just me. Andrew Piper says, a piece of thick flat wire that's wrapped in Aliens that are meh compared to my normal Claptons. Yeah, I think I see. And they were okay. They were all right. I got to say, if you guys are interested, I got some comp wire from Watofo. And you guys know how much I like Watofo. So everyone, Coilmaster, Watofo, and obviously Geek Vape are selling pre-made coils. And I have these in my goon right now, if you guys want to see them. And they're a little bit dirty because I just came home last night from the vape shop. And come on now. This thing is capable of focusing. I know that it is. I know that you're capable of focusing. There we go. And I got to say, I like these coils a lot. The taste is good, and the install was easy, and their canthols are easy to clip, but the flavor is surprisingly good, and I'm an Aliens guy, so I like that. And so Andrew Piper says to get the resistance up, he fired them one at a time when he was building them. That's actually a clever trick. I never really thought about that. That's a super clever trick. Huh. So you put one in and you fire it, and then you take it out, put the other one in and fire it, and then you put them together, I'm guessing. And Jim Bucktrations is talking about the Maxo, and he says that's what it looks like, is that it's 2 and 2 in series and in parallel in the pair. Yeah, and if it was series, only the 4-2 battery config would work. Yeah, right. That's interesting. Um, yeah, and by the way, these Wotofo Cloud Comp coils are triple fused Clapton, so it's 3 cores and an external, and the cores are 28, 328 cores and a 32 around. It feels like they're smaller than that. Just honestly, just looking at them, it could be 328s. Oh, Your Father is now telling us how that Ramune pop was. So he says it's really close to that soda. That's cool. Strawberry fizz. Strawberry fizz. That's cool. Is that fizz kind of a rosy finish? I don't mean in a bad way. I'm just curious. And Andrew Piper says now that he took those coils off, they fire at 0.12. That is 0.12 is real good. That is a huge difference. 0.05 difference just because you fired them separately? Wow, that is a gigantic difference. I'm really interested in that. So that's a little trick. Will that work for stainless steel? I wonder. Because sometimes stainless steel comes in a little bit low. It'd be cool to raise it up a little bit. Oh, hey, Hollow Angel. It's great to see you. Good morning, gal. Drink some tea and have a vape for our friend Brandy. Right now we're discussing pre-made coils. And as you guys know, I like Yeti's Uncle's coils the best. I'm going to flash his card here because I'm shameless, but I love him. And these are fantastic. I have these in 2 of my atomizers. One of them is my TFE8 Big Baby, and it's great. The aliens, fused aliens, and they're super great. Al Ohm, good morning to you. It's great to see you. Oh, YouTube dropped it from your feed? That's so sad. By the way, if you guys want to make sure that you get every notice for the show, then on the subscribe button next to it, there's a little button you can click that will turn on notifications for all things that happen on the channel. So if you want to make sure you see everything, click on that. And it's so great to see everybody. Good morning. And just for those of you who are just tuning in, we've been on maybe 15 minutes. I'm Juicy Jones. This is Juicy Jones headquarters, Orbital Vaping headquarters. And this is VapeAM, the show where we wake up and we vape and we chat about vape. Right now we're talking about pre-made coils. I want to remind you guys too that we're super active on Instagram these days. For some reason, I love Instagram Live. Instagram's Live is a little bit like this, except that it's slightly less organized. So I'm able to just turn it on sometimes. And we take trips to vape shops and talk to friends and do live tutorials. And I tell people about capillary action and shit like that. So it's really cool. Oh, Alan, click the bell. Yeah, thanks. That's great. I asked Your Father about that Ramune pop and asked him what the fizz was and if it was a kind of a rose finish. And he said, yeah, it's kind of a rose fizz. And I think that's what people are doing is they're making like champagne. I got one from Lifted called Strawberry Champagne, and it's a strawberry that has a little tiny bit of a rose finish. And I hate floral vape, but I gotta say, the Strawberry Fizz is really good because they kept the rose way back. They dialed it way, way back, just so it's a little bit, so it's cool. So that makes me kind of excited about the Ramune pop too. Al Ohm is only in the U.S. I don't know. You can watch from all over the world. God knows I have viewers in Kuala Lumpur and Finland and Scotland and America and Canada and Germany and England and everywhere else under the sun. But as far as being able to broadcast, yeah, maybe so. Maybe it's only in the U.S. I don't know. That's a good question. And I wish I knew better. You know what I can do? Actually, I'm such a dork. I can actually turn on the app and show you in a window. You think it'll show you? If I go window capture and then I pick Instagram, it's not showing anything now, huh? Yeah, that's not showing anything. It won't show you the Instagram. I'm sorry to say. I was going to show you guys my Instagram window, but for some reason it doesn't want to do it. Why are you so mean? Maybe what I should do is show the whole screen while you guys chat. Hello Angel says she's never had a floral vape. She can't imagine. Yeah, you know, it's actually relatively common in the wash of liquids out there. And I can give you a couple of examples. Jasmine is a common vape for people who do like a green tea, and they have a green tea at Lifted as well. And the rose they use it in the strawberry fizz. And so, I'm sorry, the strawberries and champagne. So this actually has a slight rose finish, and this actually has a slight jasmine finish, and along with the green tea flavor. And what's weird is that, like, I don't like this green tea, but for people who are interested and who don't mind a jasmine rose finish and like green tea, it's actually pretty darn good. I did an Instagram where I said, like, in evil hands, this would be a terrible vape, but it's actually good. And I think people who are interested should try it. I personally don't like it. I'm not going to vape a ton of it, but I vaped half of it, which is more than I vape anything I don't like. So that was kind of impressive, actually. Like I said, not for me, but someone's going to like that. And definitely yes is the lifted liquid strawberry champagne. The strawberries and champagne is excellent. It's like a strawberry with a little tiny rose finish. And the thing that pissed me off the most is that I spilled the bottle on the table. I didn't get to vape all this stuff, but I vaped a whole theorem tank full of this stuff in one dripper, and then I spilled it all. And I was happy. I was like really happy. It has a strawberry, like a light strawberry milk taste with a slight rose finish. And this shit is good. I love this stuff. Oh, and Knock Noir. Yeah, that's our buddy. Good morning, by the way. It's great to see you. He says, perfumey is a word used to describe it. Yeah, and jasmine especially. And lavender. Jasmine, lavender, rose. So these things are horrible if they're in evil hands. They're horrible. But Lifted did a pretty good job. But most people do not, man, I think. And it looks like Andrew Piper had a champagne flavor from Space Jam, and it was bitter. It's interesting, bitter. I wonder what the bitter. I see what they were going for. I guess more like the alcohol, dry, bitter flavor. I've never tried that, but it doesn't sound good. Hey, Owen Ginter. Good morning, Vietnam. And good morning, Vietnam, if you're out there, too. I'm sure someone is. It's great to see Owen. Knock Noir is our friend from Instagram. Son of Liberty Radio. It's great to see you. It's great to see everybody. Thank you, guys. It's what, 6:23? So we've been on about half an hour. So we got about another 40 minutes to go. I need some more tea. And, I need to find an atomizer because I want to vape what's left of my strawberries and champagne. This is really good stuff, too. And I'm really glad that the people at Lifted sent this stuff, too. I've got 4 more bottles of this stuff to review. And so, you guys, like I said, if you're interested in anything that has any kind of a floral finish, or if you just like strawberry, try the strawberries and champagne. And the green tea, I don't know, most people are going to hate this, but if you like green tea and you don't mind a slight jasmine vape, you're actually going to really like this because the quality is good. The one thing about Lifted, though, I almost forgot. The one thing about Lifted, though, is that the nicotine is real heavy on Lifted. So order your nicotine either low or right at where you want, and then test it, and order a little bottle first, because I'm not 100% sure that, like, half of the bottles they sent me had nicotine that was real heavy duty. You guys know what I mean by that, right? Has that ever happened to you where you get a bottle of e-liquid and, like, you vape it and it just makes you sick? Or I don't mean like it makes you sick, but I mean like it makes your stomach gurgle and makes it upset. A few of the liquids we've seen on the channel have done that. Like, I think the Nubla Vapors did that, and some of the Lifted, they were kind of strong. So, I mean, you guys tell me if you've heard about other ones that do that. They're that way. Some people have a reputation for having real strong nicotine. And then Your Father says, yeah, it's like low and mute on the back end on that rose finish. So yeah, they dialed it way back. So that is awesome. I think that's really the trick to doing that. I need to look up this Steam Factory muff cake. It's good. It's like a pastry with a slight, like a lemon pastry almost. It has a little bit of a lemon taste, pastry taste. Terrible O's, but I like it. I'm going to do a little pop-out thing. Yeah, Alan points out that the best sneak you can buy is rule number 1. The problem with that is that there are several best nicotines, and they all have varying characteristics, and they're different. Like nude nicotine is very strong, or I just bought a bottle of nude nicotine, and it's very strong. And I mean very strong, too strong. I'm about to email them because I let my stuff steep for 2 weeks, and I mixed it at 2%, and it's real strong. So I want to ask them about that. And my Freedom Smokes nicotine is always fine. What happened to the current bottle that I've got is I just let it get old. It's just a little too old, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to look up this Steam Factory muffin cake e-liquid from Giant Vapes, it looks like, is where I'm going to find it first. Yeah. So it looks like this is on the remote border of the Cupcake Kingdom lies in Muffinland sits a tiny decrepit shack. Therein lives Muffcake, half muffin, half cupcake, more splendid than either, yet shunned by both. Yet shunned by both the Cupcakeites and the Muffinlandians, who call him an abomination. Okay, let's get to it. Oh, so it's a lemon muffin cupcake. So I was right. It tastes like a pastry with lemon. So it's pretty darn good. What it reminds me of is it reminds me of my Looper without the cereal, just with the muffin. So it's cool. Hey, Drew Piper. And Knockmore says that Screwbacco is really good from Steam Factory. That's cool. I tell you, this muffin, I've never had Steam Factory before, but this is very tasty stuff. Orbital Joe hates the peppery taste. Yeah, it's bad. Hey, J179, it's great to see you. Good morning. Yeah, and Alum said that it's all about the extraction too. And the thing is, the reputation of everybody is high. Wizard Labs, they had some real problems in 2015 and 2016, a couple of times with their quality going up and down. But some people swear by them. I like my Freedom Smokes because they're very consistent and it's very good. And I don't have problems, except that I order too much and then it goes bad, which happened to me. And New Nicotine so far, not a huge fan, but I'm not deciding yet. I still got to do some talking with those guys. Hey Owen, hey Orbital Joe, hey Jay, hey Double D's. Good morning to you in the UK. There's our friend Andrew Piper, Jim Bucktration. Andrew Piper says DC Vapor makes a good white peach apple tea flavor. That sounds pretty good. White peach apple tea. I like tea flavor, and it's interesting because teas and tobaccos are similar. I don't like tobacco flavors very much, but my favorite tobacco flavors taste like good teas. So it's like there's a point where I get converted, where I'm like, yeah, I like this, and just got something to do with the nose. What about you guys? Like, I know some of you guys don't like floral vapes, but what do you guys think about tobacco vapes? I know that our friend Knockmore likes tobacco vapes very much, and something about it. Oh, and Sleepy. Buddy, this is what you need, my friend, right there. Sweet coffee eases the pain. Oh. Yummy. It's delicious. It's good. Yeah, that's really delicious. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a super mild vape. And the nicotine is not very bold on this either. And you know me, I like that. Also, I've found recently, by the way, I have some more Swag Sauce stuff to review for you guys, by the way. But I've been hearing reports that their nicotine is weak in Swag Sauce, and that's the kind of thing I'm so happy. Thanks to Knockmore for that tip. But for me, I don't really notice when nicotine's too weak because I vape my nicotine at 1.5. So when it's low, it's not a big deal for me. When it's strong, I really notice. And so thanks for that tip. So you guys watch out if you get your AZ Swag Sauce and it's kind of weak. Make sure that you email them or add some nicotine to it and just test it. And remember that you have to let that sit for 2 or 3 weeks. It's just the way it is with those guys. Just it is. And look, breakfast Double D's went for breakfast beers. Good for you, girl. That's awesome. And then Al says he likes bergamot and has a floral note, and I like that too. And it has something to do, like right now I'm drinking English breakfast, so it's not really bergamot-y, but I like that too, especially in my Earl Grey. It looks like Alum's vaping a cookie custard with a cap V1 and FA cookie. Cookie custard. I like them pastries. I like any kind of cookie or pastry that's actually good. Andrew Piper was a menthol smoker for 7 years, and he just can't do menthol in vape form. So you stay away from tobacco. That's funny because Owen and I were talking about how we smoked Cools for years and years and years, but cannot vape menthol flavors, and that's how I feel too. Although some people, really dig it. And Knockmore makes a very good point, and that is that if you make a tobacco vape, it's very easy for it to be bad. And so, very good tobacco vapes are very good, and most of them are made from naturally extracted tobacco, which is quite fun to do. You soak your tobacco leaves, uh, often ground in PG for 2-3 weeks, and the flavor comes out of them, and you can mix the tobaccos and do stuff. And you do the same thing for coffee if you want to. It's really fun. It's really cool. And Owen Ginter says smacks, and I love that. I don't have an RDA open, but I got a little bit of smacks left. Where's James Davis anyway? And Hollow Angel says that she thinks that she would think that most people start out vaping tobacco and then move on to other flavors. And there's really two schools of thought here. And I personally think that you should start people out with whatever their favorite dessert flavor is, because I don't think associating vape with the flavor of tobacco is necessarily a good thing. I don't think it's that big a psychological crutch for it to be tobacco, and I think it's better for it to be dessert. Because I find that people transition from tobacco flavor to other flavors instantly when they do it, and you can always try tobacco flavors. Al Home always tastes sweaty leather in tobacco flavors. Always tastes sweaty leather. How good is sweaty leather? Has anyone vaped sweaty leather? I think you have. It's called bad tobacco flavors. And Josh C has some smacks coming in. That's fantastic. By the way, I want to remind you guys, click on that card wherever it appears so that you can enter the giveaway. Most of you guys have already seen that, but watch that video, and at the end of the video, I tell you how to enter the giveaway for the 1 year on YouTube. Can you guys believe that I've been on YouTube for a full year in 2016? 2015, it was about half a year. Not even that. It was August. So it's 4 months in 2015, and the full year last year. And it's just crazy. We've got 2,500 subscribers. I got 16,000 Instagram subscribers, and our growth is great, and our family is amazing, and you guys are great, and I love all you guys. I love doing this. And I didn't finish telling you guys what I'm gonna be doing too, or did I? The Monstruto is coming in from Coil Master, which I'm super excited about. That little RDA, and a kit to build stuff. So we'll do a bunch of stuff around that, and the Heaven Gifts folks, guy and gal, are sending the Conqueror Mini, which is really cool too. I want the Serpent Mini Alto as well. So anybody out there who wants to send me a Serpent Mini Alto, mail that to me, because I want to review it and use it. And I've got coils ready and everything. I really think that's going to be a good one, because the Serpent Mini is a good little atomizer. And what else? And I just showed you 2 of the lifted liquids. I've got 4 more of those. I got 4 swag sauces to show you. If you watch the Instagram, obviously there's a lot more going on there, because I end up reviewing these liquids while we're just sitting around chatting and talking about tutorials and stuff. Andrew Piper says that oh, wait a second. Hollow Angel says she smoked menthols every now and again and enjoys it in juices sometimes. So she likes menthols, and that's cool. A lot of people can't stand them, but there is a niche for that. There's a ton of people that really love menthols, especially some of our UK viewers who just menthol for crazy. And Josh C started out on a Mountain Dew flavor. That's funny. That's probably good, isn't it? So Andrew Piper says he started vaping on an AnyBox, and he would get menthol flavors, and it would never leave the coil. Yeah. And so you went through a lot of coils. It's true. Coil, like for some reason, menthol is a real coil killer and just gets in there and never fucking comes out until you just, I just soak my stuff in water and filtered water for long periods of time and wash it out. I don't I kind of boil some of the stuff that doesn't have O-rings or anything that has O-rings that come out. I'll gently boil them sometimes. Thanks for the congratulations on the 1 year show. I think that's really great. Yeah, love it. Oh, thank you so much. That's such a great compliment. That's so nice. Thank you so much. He says, congrats on the 1 year. He used to cast for years, and he's seen lots of vape shows. And I'm the best host and excellent chat interaction and content galore. Thank you so much. I love it too. And I do think we have something unique here. I think that our channel is different from other people's channels. And I think that's because you're on my show. All of you are on my show. And what's strange is it's actually really difficult to convince. It's a hard sell for the vendors, for them to realize that this is how we do it, is that you guys come and interact with me, and then I try the juices and the gear and stuff, and then I don't always do like a canned thing with titles saying, I rate this a B+. I mean, I do that a lot, but I don't always do that. Sometimes you just see me use this stuff over and over, and we talk about it, and we have conclusions. like it happens organically, like the lifted liquids today. Lifted liquids came up, and I was able to say exactly what I thought about 2 of the liquids and watch out for the strong Nick. But so it's hard sometimes for me to tell them about how this process goes on, and you have to really watch every week and every show to know, to like catch up. It's kind of a serial thing. Like we're all a big family, and we do this together. And hey, Vaporition, good morning. Vaporition is another one of our great people that I know from Instagram, which is killer, which is awesome. Oh, that's right. Owen just finished the menthol challenge, and he did the super menthol concentrate. Oh my God! So did you make something crazy that was extra mentholized? Oh my God! So you got mentholed out. I forgot that you did that. I knew that too. You told me that last week. And Hollow Angel says she tried tobacco but hated it, but got pixie sticks. Yeah, I think I encourage quitters to go for their favorite dessert flavor, or maybe fruits. But, like I said, it's all about the individual quitter, not always about like what we think we should do to people. But it's just my opinion. And Alum says that Mountain Dew from FlavorWorks is pretty good. I'm surprised, but I'm glad to hear it. I'm actually really surprised to hear that. He's a non-sweetened MD. I'm not wondering what do you mean by MD, but not good. And the sweet versions Mountain Dew were very roasty. Interesting. Because that's one of those flavors that could be, he's talking about doing DIY and which flavors he's mixing to create different energy drink flavors. And those are some flavors that could be horrible or pretty good. There's a sourness, lemon lime, notes of a little bit of booziness to it, or fruit. You can go with not melons. Anyway, you guys get the idea. You've had some of the drinks. Sweet and strong. That's a good way to describe it. Yeah. And Debugtration. He's got a cold, so he's vaping Element Frost. That reminds me of Luke. Luke, last year we get a cold, and then he'd be vaping just pure menthol all the time. What do you think about that, Owen? How's that sound? Lol. Your father wants to find a Sundrop flavor similar to Mountain Dew, but Sundrop is more of a Coke style versus the Pepsi style. Yeah, it's interesting. What is it, more lemony maybe than Mountain Dew? It's interesting. Vaporition, any suggestions on a mint or a peppermint flavor? I don't have any good suggestions. I mean, people are going to chime in here in the chat, but I don't have any good peppermint suggestions. I have good like menthol bubble gum or a cola or menthol cola or like a lemonade type flavor with lychee, but I don't have a mint that I can tell you, but these guys might know something. Hey Chase Cottrell, great to see you by the way. Thanks for chiming in. He has a small pen separate from his vape that he uses for buzzes. There's grape ice in it, only menthol. And he says that quite a few people he knows like menthol. So there you go. So I don't get asked about menthol a lot, which is interesting, but I hear from people that they like it. And I recommend Zap Juice, by the way, for menthol lovers. Zap Juice, Z-A-P. It's in the other room. Zap Juice is so strong, I swear I have to keep it sealed. I'm not joking. I have to keep it sealed. If I open my sealed thing and leave the 3 bottles sitting on the counter and open the door and shut the door and go to bed, if I come in the morning, they will explode in my face with smell. Like, oh my God, I left the Zap Juice open. I normally keep them right here, but they're in the living room right this second. And Andrew Piper says when his girlfriend got sick, she wanted a menthol flavor too, and it helped her. It is good because when you're sick, it gives you the sensation of something because your whole it just clears your something about that menthol flavor when you're sick and your nose feels good. Let's see. I'm just going to catch up with chat here a little bit. Alum says mint is tough, love or hate. It's true. Yeah, he said that there's a difference between powdery mint and spearmint. That's true. Spearmint is going to be much more like sweet, front sweet, bright sweet, not dark sweet. Let's see. Flavor Art Cola is a great one to try. Double D's didn't realize her tank was half full and she mixed them up and it's really good. I love that. That's fun. Yeah, Orbital Joe says that Dark Horse from Adore is good. It is. Hot water, vinegar, baking soda. Yeah, it's true. And the truth is, though, if you have a sinus infection, there's an old like mother housewife's remedy or whatever, and this actually works because I've done it before, is you boil apple cider vinegar and put a towel over your head and breathe it, and it's horrible and stinks your house up, but it will clear your sinuses. Whoa. Oh, hey Josh, have a great day. Thank you for tuning in, man. It's great to see you. Yeah, that is great. And I wish I had those Zap juices right here to show you too, because there's like a root beer cola that's menthol. There is a grape bubblicious that's very menthol, and there is a lychee lemonade that's menthol too. And those 3 flavors are amazing. I can't vape them because they're so, oh, they're just a kick in the face. Sometimes you want to be kicked in the face. When I haven't been sick in years, so the thing is, when I get sick, I'll definitely vape them. I'm just like, I need to be sick. It's yummy. Did I show you guys what a disaster area my desk is? Oh my God. Okay, so this is all the cotton I have left. So remember that if you guys feel generous, anybody who wants to donate, all you got to do is send absolutely any amount of money whatsoever to JuicyJones@gmail.com on PayPal. And I know buy stuff like cotton and coils. These, by the way, are the coils that I was telling you about from Watofo that haven't focused yet. I really like these, actually. And I get a lot of coils and junk. I don't know why that's not focusing. I get a lot of coils and junk from here and there, and I want to get some Coil Master coils. What I'd like to do is take Coil Master, geek-vape tech, Watofo, and my coils that I got from Yeti's uncle, and then maybe some micro coils or somebody else, I don't know, and then compare them all. You know, maybe in a bunch of goons or something. Team Beardgasm. Let's have a vape for that. That was Owen's hashtag that he hashtagged out. Looks like Andrew Piper wants to find a cherry dilly bar from Dairy Queen. Remind me what a dilly bar is. I've had those. I just don't remember. I haven't been to Dairy Queen in 10 years since I was back in Texas. Andrew Piper, how many coils like that do you get from Watofo? That's a very good question. I will tell you, my son. Yeah, of course. Let me see if I can get it to change the focus, right? Like, I don't know why. There we go, autofocus. Yeah, autofocus was off. So here's the box I bought. I bought a box. Come on, fool. Well, autofocus sucks. You get a box, and in the box, there are 5 little packages. And each little package has 5 coils in it. So this is the package I already opened. And these are the coils. And each one has 5. So I've used 2. So 25 coils. I got 25 aliens, triple core aliens. 25 triple core aliens from Fastech for like, I don't think it was like more than $4. Like, it was really cheap. Maybe it was $7. I'll tell you the exact price. It was very, very affordable, y'all, like extremely. Okay. Fasttech.com. Yeah, they were inexpensive. Let's see. You guys are close together. That's cool. I'm just looking at my Fasttech orders. I'm going to tell you guys how much those coils cost. Authentic Watofo stainless steel triple core Clapton pre-coiled wires for RBAs. Hold on, I'm trying to find the full order. It doesn't show everything. Authentic Watofo stainless. Yeah, it was $8.97. $8.97 for 25 of those coils. So they're definitely not like the best coils, but they're great for just throwing in stuff. My best coils are my Yeti wire coils, and my coils from private people who made them. And James Reeves, for example, I have a set of his coils in my OBS engine tank. And don't forget that I've lost all credibility because I didn't rank the OBS engine as the #1 RTA of the year, guys. Don't forget that I'm completely a fool. I've been told this on my YouTube that I have no idea what I'm talking about, because this is obviously I was wrong, and this is the only one you can pick. I understand. The guys in chat are talking about Dairy Queen and how you shouldn't close them. I agree. I love Dairy Queen. I think they're great. I was eating Belt Busters when I was a kid. Doesn't everybody? Okay, so I'm just vaping on this OBS engine with these coils that my friend James Reeves made. They're absolutely amazing. They're fused Claptons. And Alum says, yeah, they're way less expensive. I mean, the thing is, great coils from real guys and gals that are doing a good job making them are worth the money. Like, they're good, but you also sometimes just need piles of them to be able to go through and maybe practice, or just throw in a lot. Like, I need a lot to put in a lot of tanks. I can never afford to buy custom crazy great coils for every single thing I do. There's no way. But just for comparison, let's see what they cost for good ones. Yeah. There we go. I think it's Yeti wire. There it is. I found YetiWire.com. Really, this is the worst kind of. It's the worst kind of age verifier. Having to type stuff in, that's absolutely a waste of time. Okay. Stainless steel. So they're about $7 a pop. So they're much, much more expensive to buy for custom coils. But I tell you, they're way better. For example, if I want to do temperature control, I'm going to use the ones made by the real person I know, because these don't work. They just don't. They're not good enough. And it really matters. So the flavor's okay, but it's nothing like the stuff that you get from the real builders. They're amazing. Owen is asking about James Reeves. James Reeves is doing okay. He's just working and playing World of Warcraft. I guess he's so busy playing World of Warcraft that he's not always tuning into the shows, but we'll be seeing him, I'm sure. So Andrew Piper says the flavor profile he's looking for is vanilla ice cream with cherry that doesn't taste like medicine. Yeah, good luck. The one thing I can recommend is Deviant by is it Deviant? You guys remind me. By Sick Boy. And Sick Boy makes about the only cherry vape that's any good, but I don't recall whether it's vanilla. But we all want a good cherry that doesn't taste like medicine. It's also freezing out here. And by the way, we have maybe another 10 more minutes. Maybe 10 or 15 more minutes, because we got to go today. I got to go to work. And we're going to take off. I love all you guys. I'm Juicy Jones. This is Juicy Jones HQ, just for those of you who just tuned in. And we're just having a 2017 good morning wake up meet and greet with everybody, chatting about all kinds of stuff. We've chatted about lifted liquids. We've chatted about our goons. We chatted about OBS citrus. We chatted about Watofo's new comp vape Claptons that you can buy. I don't know what the retail price is on these, so I got to find out. All I know is the Fast Tech price. And everybody is saying that it's super flurry and snowy and cold where they are. It's that way too. It's like 32 degrees in Seattle, and it isn't snowing, but it is cold as heck. It's still dark as hell outside. Like, it's still black as night. The sun won't rise until 8 o'clock or so, and then it'll set by 4. Oh my God. 8:20, something like that. Looks like Vapor Inch says they're going to get real snow sometime soon. Wow, that's insane. And Vaporation plays WoW too. We should all play together sometime. We're all on different servers is the problem. Although I don't think that matters anymore. I think you can all just play together if you're all at the high end doing stuff. So Orbital Joe says, yeah, it's coming up to the East Coast. So it is getting really cold. I hope everyone stays safe. You guys keep bundled up. You know that here we spend tons of time wrapped up in this kind of stuff. I'll tell you one thing I want to know is, I want to know when my Coil Master stuff is going to be here, because it won't be very long. I can just look at my messages here and look at Coilmaster, who sent me a tracking code, who were so great. These are nice people. Boom. Yep. And it has not left. It has not arrived in the US yet, so we'll see. It'll be 2017. They said Happy New Year 2017, so it'll be a few more days, I'm sure. Oh, Bob says he has to go to surgery. What's going on, Bob? Tell us. I hope you're okay. I hope it's nothing serious. Definitely. And Vaporation is confirming, yeah, wow, we can cross server now. So I'm pretty sure on the high end we can all just play and whatever, as long as, oh, I'm on Horde. I wonder if you guys are on Horde or Reliance. I could totally turn on my game streaming and do that. Hey, Joseph Chapman. Good morning. It's true, it's not the game it used to be. Hey, we should all try that WoW, the WoW Vanilla Surfer. You guys remember that? Bob has an infection of some 2-year-old hardware in his leg. Okay, well, I hope that they nip that in the bud right away. I'm glad you're getting some help. I'm having some really bad problems with my kidneys this year. And it's been a bad year for health, for everybody. Not me exclusively, everybody. I hope you're doing well, Bob. Make sure that you tag me in a photo. If you take any, I don't know. You guys know how I love Instagram. I use it all the time. I want to remind you all that we go live on Instagram all the time. And all you have to do is go into your Instagram and find me and click on this little 3-button thing right here. And then turn on post notifications right there. You see what that says? Turn on post notifications. So if you turn post notifications on, then when I post, you'll get a little pop-up that says, hey, JuicyJones HQ is posted. And I try to tag people in my instant stories too. I don't know if you guys noticed that they added instant stories, where it's just like Snapchat now. Hey everyone, check it out. We're online. We're live. That's it. Instant story. And it's just like Snapchat without the cool filters. Facebook is really trying hard to beat Snapchat at their own game. I don't know if they're being successful or not. Oh, and Gitter had a joke ready, but it didn't work for our thing. Vaporation plays Alliance. I play Horde. I guess I can make an Alliance character one of these days. Yeah, Bob. Good luck to you, my friend. Everyone, let's have a vape for Bob. Also, our friend Adrienne Marie Zippity Doodah passed away last week, and I'm just really sad. That's 2 people in 2016 from the family who died. And so everybody, to your health. I want everybody to take care of yourselves this year, and let's just hope there's just generally less depressing tomfoolery and hoo-ha in 2017. Oh, and Bob's been fighting it for 6 months and got insurance. That's great. I hope it was on the Affordable Care Act. Oh, Joseph Chapman just messaged me on Instagram. That's great. I'll get it after the show, I'm sure. We're going to be on maybe 10 more minutes. And Owen, yes, Owen's asking if Facebook owns Snap. No, Facebook does not own Snapchat. Facebook owns Instagram. Snapchat actually refused to sell to Facebook, and they were like, we'll do it on our own. And now Facebook is trying so unbelievably hard to catch up to Snapchat. Snapchat has got something magical. The magical thing that Snapchat has is that they learned how to make young people look at advertising. And that's what Facebook wishes they could do. So, hey, David Rosario, it's great to see you. For those of you just tuning in, I'm Juicy Jones. This is JuicyJones HQ, Orbital Vaping headquarters. And you can find us on Instagram and on YouTube, obviously here. Make sure you click on the subscribe button and then click on the little speaker thing that sends you the notifications for all the updates. And today we're talking about 2016 and 2017 and what's coming up. And we've just been doing general chit chat with the audience. And we were talking about a little bit of World of Warcraft too, actually. And Vaporation says he likes the Alliance girls better. I actually like the Alliance, the Horde better for the way the characters look, even the gals, but whatever, doesn't really matter. It's neither here nor there. I think if I went Alliance, I would go for the Draenei female character because I think they just look sexy as hell. I love them, and they look powerful and big too. I love it. I always play female characters in my games too because I have to stare at those characters for hundreds of hours. So I like to look at the female characters. It's very simple. It's funny how this used to be a big thing. You used to get a lot of shit if you were a guy for playing a female character, and I've never understood that. And now no one gives you shit. No, because now no one cares. People know. It's silly. Okay. What about you guys? Oh, and Andrew Piper played Guild Wars a lot too. I used to be a big Guild Wars player too. In fact, Owen and I were playing a little bit of Guild Wars a couple of weeks ago, and we were toying with just talking about the idea of playing a little more. I played the original Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2. I stopped playing Guild Wars 2 after I turned 85 and played for a few months. I was just like, oh my god. It was at launch though, so back then it was a different game, I'm sure. Totally. Oh, and just got to 80. Right on. He got his thing. Hey, Dro41. What's up, bud? Dro41 is another one of our buddies from Instagram. It's great to see you. And, oh, that's right, Knocked More. Oh, I forgot to show everybody. My Instagram isn't displaying Knocked More. I was going to show everyone your copper avocado 24 on your copper rouleau. So everybody go to Son of Liberty Radio on Instagram. SONOFLIBERTYRADIO. And you'll see his awesome copper avocado top. I'm going to try to put the URL in. Okay, let's see if that works. Did I get it right? I probably spelled it wrong. Yeah, there it is. Check out homie's new copper avocado top. Son of Liberty Radio and I both share like an absolute love of the avocado. And I love all of you guys. It's fun that we all share something about vaping that we all like. Like we like the same kind of cotton, or we like the same kind of flavor, or we like the same RDA, or we like the same mods or whatever. But vaping is a very diverse group, and I'm really grateful for everybody who watches. Dro's got his swag sauce coming in. That's so great. Of course, I'm sorry you have to wait for it to steam, but still, I'm so excited for you. That's great. Andrew Piper says Defiant Tor. I play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I also play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I think that Star Wars: The Old Republic is one of the best games out there. It plays just like Warcraft. So it's not necessarily an innovative game that way, and I admit that, but it's one of the most fantastically fun games there is. There's like a full-on, free, open world dogfighting thing in it. They added all that. There's also an on-rails flying combat thing, and there's fun PvP. There's the raiding in that game is really fun and crazy, and all the stories are amazing. And I just think that Star Wars: The Old Republic is one of the greatest games that's ever hit the ground. I love that game. And Owen says nice matchy. Hopefully he went off and saw that avocado. Owen also loves the avocado, so that's a good one. And Joseph Chapman says Guild Wars 2 gets way too repetitive without gain. It's so true. It's so true. Oh my gosh. And it's also a more difficult game because of the aiming and everything. And so they don't give you as much. The combat's fun, but it isn't fun enough just to get you in there. And Alum, yeah, we're not smoking. That's what we're doing. That's what we're definitely not doing. That's it. Thanks for pointing that out. That this is about harm reduction. This is about not smoking. So if you have friends that are smoking, tell them to come hang out with us. You can talk to us about quitting. We can help them. Oh, and Dro's asking about the dog. Thanks for asking. Sadie's doing fine. We got her back from the vet, and they're doing a culture on her pee. I think she has just a bladder infection because she's not in pain. She's not acting weird. She just has to pee, and there was some blood in it for two, like one at night, one in the morning. So I think she's going to be okay. We got her on antibiotics, and we also got a new shampoo for her that's going to maybe help some of her chewing and biting. Like she chews and bites on her skin and fur tons. Do you guys that have dogs do they compulsively chew on their haunches and stuff and just never stop sometimes? Defiant Tor, that would be cool if we had an OBHQ guild. If we could all pick one game, that's the problem. I'd like if we all picked the Old Republic, but I think that would be great. We could just float from game to game, but we never get anything done. Yeah, that'd be great. That's actually a great idea. Chase Cottrell says he's switching from the avocado to the big baby beast. Nice. Right on. So he thinks it's more of a chore than a hobby. But I tell you, you'll be happy with the big baby beast, I'm sure. I also go back and forth between them. So if I'm vaping the exact same liquid all the time, The avocado was great. If I have to change a lot, I don't like it very much. Actually, it works better than some of the other ones. But I love my avocado. It's off. It's on. It's off. It's on. Oh, it's 7:01. You know what? We're getting to the point where we have to go. Guess what? Right after this, I'm turning Instagram live on, and we're going to have an informal chat while I get ready to go to work. So for those of you who are still here in the live broadcast, we are going to go here in just a minute. And I'll have to sign off. There we go. I'll have to sign off. And then I'm going to go to Instagram and go live. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out exactly how long I've been online. Forgive me for that little weird, awkward pause. But if I figure that out, then I will be very glad. Yeah, there we go. And it looks like we've been on for about 58 minutes. Yeah, so we got to go. So I love all of you guys. This is VapeAM. I'm JuicyJones, and this is JuicyJones HQ, Orbital Vaping headquarters. And I think that all of you should have a great day. Come join me on Instagram, Instagram.com/JuicyJonesHQ. And then I'm just going to go live here in a few minutes, and we'll keep chatting and hang out and talk. I love all you guys. Thanks for tuning in. What do I think about the Limitless RDTA Classic? I love it. If you want to talk about it, come to Instagram, but I do love it. Joseph Chapman's just sort of defending the avocado. It's true. There's easier ways to do it, and I have a good way to do mine. And if you come, I'll tell you about it. And Defiant Tour says, yeah. Okay, so I wish I could catch up with everyone. I love you guys. I'm just running out of time. But come to Instagram because I'm going live in just 1 minute here. And excuse me, I just joked. And I really want to say I appreciate all of you watching this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in just a few minutes on Instagram. Thank you.